Hey, the Bourbon Nut is back with another video, and this time we're doing a bottle haul for March and April. Super excited, so let's get into it. Stick around and pour up. It's the Bourbon Nut. Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brock, and thanks for joining me on this episode where today we're going to go through bottles that I picked up over the last couple of months, right? So March and April, and want to share these with you guys. So I'll kind of run through these fairly quickly because I have 12, 13 bottles, something along those lines. Go through where I got it if I remember, price, and whether or not I'd probably buy it again or not. So I'll try to run through this fairly fast. And by the way, one of the bottles I'll be talking about is what I'm sipping here tonight. Really good. First time having a bottle of that, but I'll share that once we get into it. So without further ado, let me get this out of the way. Put it right over here. Let's get into the bottles. No particular order. So I'll just start grabbing bottles and we'll talk about it, okay? Cool. First one up, Old Charter Oak. Finest Oak. Picked this up in Marshville on the way to the beach area. I think this is back in April. $80 MSRP, North Carolina, right? Again, this is Buffalo Trace product lineup. Not as commonly found. This one is 95 proof and believed to be 10 plus years old at least. And so this one's really good, harder to find. Glad I picked it up. To me, I kind of equate it to maybe might stack up to Eagle Rare 12 year maybe. Super glad I was able to add it to my collection tonight for Buffalo Trace. Again, just one you don't find too often for that particular one. So glad I got it. Next up, backup bottle. Super glad I finally got this. Talked about this. Old Granddad's 7-year bottle and bond. Came out last year, Jim Beam product. Big fan of the sweeter profiles that Booker Know, and I think some of the team, from what I've read, are trying to come up with across a lot of the Jim Beam products, or maybe specifically in some areas. But you can tell definitely the difference in the sweet profile. I'm digging it, so please keep that coming, Jim Beam with the sweeter profile, because I got another one here too from you guys that I also like a lot. Next up, yes, Ancient Age. Not owned a bottle of this, but heard some pretty good things for what you can get value-wise at a 1.75 liter. Again, this is 90 proof, $30, $29.99. And, this used to be 10-year age stated. Then, they took the age statement off of it. So now it's probably believed to be between 3 and 4 years old. But again, it's mash bill number 2, which is the high rye mash bill from Buffalo Trace, which honestly is not really high. It's like 12 to 15%. Rye in the second grain, but for 90 proof, it's a sweet bourbon. Complexity is not there really. The finish is short, but something you just want to kick back and drink in the background, that'll fit the bill all day. So I enjoy it. I've already put a dent in that one already too, so that's become a daily sipper in between things. So enjoy that. Glad to have it on the bar. Next up, another backup bottle. Shout out to my man Marcus, who hooked me up and put me on the path to find one of those. Picked it up for me. I paid him MSRP for it as well too. So Old Dominic, 8-year out of Tennessee. Big fan of this. Raved about it last year. As long as they keep making these, I will always keep finding these. Fantastic bottles. Love the flavor profile for that for me. So I will continue buying the Old Dominic 8-year. I hear they have other good offerings too, like the Castric's really good. I think I've had the bottle and bond and the straight bourbon whiskey or straight bourbon. Pretty good. But I think that one to me is probably the favorite out of the Old Dominic lineup. So I'll continue to find those. I'll get them. Next up, this one right here, one of the ones I've been searching for a long time. Already did a review on it, and that's the Jack Daniel's 10-year batch 5. This bottle right here I've been trying to find for the longest time. Lynchburg, Tennessee, right? 97 proof. Didn't pay secondary pricing, but it was a lower MSRP. I think out the door and everything's like $144. So gave you a little bit of an idea of what it was. I think the MSRP on this is actually around $90. So I've seen secondary $200, $400. So when I got to that price point, I saw that. I just had to pull the trigger to own one and finally get one on the channel and to have it in my own collection. Super excited they got it batch 5. So verdict's still out to see where batch 5 lies within the other batches. Some of the whiskey tubers right now are doing blinds across all the Jack Daniels batches for the 10-year age steady, because this is batch 5 now, so you can do a blind of 5. So I'm interested to see what other whiskey tubers are thinking about the blind in terms of which ones they like the best and where batch 5 stands out. All right, next up. A little surprising. Uncle Nearest. This is the single barrel. Now, part of the reason why I picked it up at the ABC store is it was on discount. These single barrels have been there for a little while, so they discounted them from the $90 to $48. And at that price, for 122.1 proof, I couldn't pass it up. Uncle Nearest, you know, there's a lineage there between Jack Daniels and Uncle Nearest partnership there. And after going to Jack Daniels Distillery, you know, Uncle Nearest is a lot closer and more involved in the process for Jack Daniels. Hell, he helped them pretty much make the whiskey there. I had to try this out. So honestly, I'm a big fan of the single barrel. That might be my favorite thing from Uncle Nearest is the single barrel offering. I've had their premium, which I think is the black and red label, pretty solid. The rye I have behind me, not as big a fan of the rye. The other offerings are okay. They've got some Masters Blenders edition out there and some other one. I can't remember if it's a cognac something or another that's out there, and they're super expensive. Super proud of it. Not hating on it, but may not be for me at that price point unless I can try it at a bar or a friend has it, I can try it that way. But for the single barrel, that is fantastic. Super sweet. Like the profile on that. It's got a nice finish on it, some layers. I'll keep buying those as long as I see them around. Don't see them that often, but love those. And by the way, that is what I'm sipping in the glass tonight is the Uncle Nearest single barrel. So cheers. Man, that's just got a good mouthfeel. The finish is nice. It's like corn pops, sweet grain, sugar, a little bit of vanilla, oak spice. It's damn good. I'm a fan of Uncle Nearest single barrels for sure. Next up, picked this up while I was in Virginia. This is a Ragged Branch. So this is a Virginia product. They distilled in Virginia. This one was a store pick at the Virginia ABC store there I was at. This is the single barrel for barrel proof cowboy cut wheated bourbon twice barreled. This is coming in 106.14 proof. Bottle number 89, if you want to know that. Again, haven't had too many things from Ragged Branch. I've heard some pretty good things about it. There's some whiskey tubers that are out of Virginia, and so they like the Ragged Branch product line. So this single barrel particularly, I paid 70 bucks, I believe. 70 bucks for that. And pretty good. It does come across a little crafty, but I think the flavors are there. I think the finish is good. And with it being a wheater, the kind of the soft oak that comes across there, I think plays well with that kind of honey nut Cheerio kind of thing going on. But good. I like that one a lot. Glad to have it in my collection to be able to share with others that may not have a chance to get a hold of that particular one. So it's a unique one. Next up, Jack Daniels. This is a store pick. This is Lake Torius RYE. Notorious B-I-G. And you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, this one here, really good. This one is a Coy Hill barrel house. This is 1-09. And this is coming in at 131.4 proof. So super excited to be able to pick this one up as well too. Big fan of Jack Daniels in general for most of these. And so this is no exception. So really glad I was able to pick this up. The store picks, hell, the regular shelf offerings, they're all great. Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Rye, Bourbon, Heritage, Single Select, Single Barrel, whatever. I'll take all those. They're great. I love them all. So anyway, here's another one here. Probably not talked about as much. Not Michter's. Michter's talked about a good bit. But the American Unblended Whiskey. Probably my favorite one out of the regular shelf offerings. I like the Sour Mash a lot. The small batch, US 1, solid. All 45 bucks, right? So for this one right here, I gravitate to this one more. Whenever I find it, it's not as often, but there's a couple of stores, I should say, in South Carolina that I can find these at. And for 45 bucks, I'll pick it up most of the time whenever I run low on this. But I always try to keep one of these products, either the Sour Mash or the American Unblended, on hand at all times. The unique thing about this one, right, the unblended part just means there's no neutral grain spirits added to it, which is unlike a lot of American blends. They might have some neutral grain spirits, but this one is unblended, so it definitely does not. The other thing, it's American whiskey, if you notice. It's not bourbon. And that's because they age it in whiskey-soaked barrels versus the new white oak barrels. So those are two things that make it a little distinct, a little different. But man, is it good for 83 proof. I don't know what they do. I'm still perplexed how Michter's does what they do, but they do it so well. That is just like a vanilla cream bomb, cream brulee, a little bit of oak spice. It's very inviting, very warm, not overpowering, but got a lot of complexity to it. Love that. For 45 bucks, Michter's, I'll take it all day. Next up, another one I'm impressed with. The 20th anniversary 10-year age stated wheat whiskey. So Bernheim. So this, to me, I like this wheater profile. This might be the best one from Heaven Hill. Outside of the decanter series with the Old Fitz. But the Old Fitz 7 years, I know it's 3 years less, and it's 100 proof. But this one also is not far off. This is 113 proof. For me, this Bernheim right here just beats the pants off the Old Fitz 7 year. Hands down, not even close. So I really enjoyed this one. This is really good. Again, I picked this up for 85 bucks. MSRP, I think, is $84.99, so 85 bucks. And again, I picked it up in South Carolina. Really good. A little sweeter profile. Nice complexity on this. The finish is pretty decent on this one as well, too. But the sweetness on this, the layers that you go through on this, really makes me excited about that one. So that one I would definitely look out for. And honestly, the Bernheim barrel proofs, they're not that bad either. They're getting better each time they release too. But if I had to pick between a barrel proof and that right now, the barrel proof I think runs about 60, 65 bucks, somewhere in that ballpark in North Carolina. For 20 bucks, I think that experience to me I would take. So that's just me personally, but be on the lookout for that one. It's a really good bottle. Next up, second to last, Cooper's Craft. We hear these are going away, but they keep showing up. They're still here in North Carolina. I'll keep buying them. For 36 bucks, 35 bucks here, Cooper's Craft 100, brown former product, delicious stuff. I mean, it's just dark caramel. It's burnt sugar. It's all the things you like in a brown former product. I love it, and you can't beat it. So I always try to keep Cooper's Craft 100 on the bar at all times. Just a delicious pour. You could start the night with that. You could end the night with that and be happy across the board. So I am. Last but not least, going back to Jim Beam. Blenders Edition 01. This is a 10-year age stated, coming in at 106 proof. Is it even 106? Yeah. Even 106 proof. Delicious. Again, that sweeter profile that Jim Beam has been putting out lately. I'm digging it, guys. So keep doing that stuff, Jim Beam. And then again, this bottle right here I picked up for about 45 bucks, like I mentioned, in North Carolina. And I'm starting to see these everywhere. So they're not so limited yet in my area. But again, fantastic price. And for what you get out of that, that's a buy all day, every day. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hope it's educational. Leave some comments down below. What are some of the bottles you have picked up in the last month or two? Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time, sip your passion.